You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere, if you got the chin yen for it.
Okay, let's have it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time. Jesus. Jesus.
Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow? He owns the armament shop up the street. He's insane, number one, insane.
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly late of the American South Swampland. Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. A state item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty's money to obtain a collection. You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to try for this.
Cái đồ ăn ở đó rất là ngon.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions, they always need answers.
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead. Thanks for your time.
Ông đó đang nhìn mình.
Thanks for your time.
Tôi rất mong ông đó đang nhìn mình.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club. Nice bracelet, tough guy. Who's Maggie, your mommy?
She's a dog.
So is my wife, but I sure as hell don't brag about it.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one. Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one. Hey.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Hey.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
I got some new leads, Lieutenant.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Hey.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Hey.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Ông đó đang nhìn mình.
2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsing. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
Thanks for your time.
Mainframe Laboratory. Laboratory, mainframe, and shooting range.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Laboratory, ground floor. Ground floor, laboratory.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Your floor number, please. Your floor number, please.
Roof.
Messy up there, isn't it?
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know, offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security's tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisenduller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees. I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Disgusting. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series, the kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model, a comedian designed to entertain the troops off-world. The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Nothing. It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series, the kind of glossy hype that ends up... The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap... Are you taking any drugs? McCoy, LPD. You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ?
I've gotten all I can from that. Interesting. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time. Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Ông đó đang ngủ. Ông đó đang ngủ.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Izo.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
They were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood. And that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million. Ever consort with a group called CARS? C-A-R-S?
Cards. What is that?
Citizens Against Replicant Slavery.
I don't have time for such pursuits.
How about Spencer Gregorian?
The same goes for him, whoever he is.
Funny, because he described you to a T. Even down to that stupid little ponytail you got.
It's called a chomagi.
What would you say if I told you Gregorian named you as one of the people who was there when the Tyrell building blew up?
There's a mistake somewhere along the chain of communication.
So, you're denying all involvement?
I won't lie to you, Detective. There was a time in my life when I might have been involved with such an organization. I actually cared. But now, all I care about is my business. I am nothing but a humble salesman. Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ? Mấy giờ thì phải tới đó?
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city. Nothing else there. Nothing else there. That's impossible. That's impossible. That's impossible. That's impossible.
I am not about to have all my hard work obliterated just because you stumbled into my shop, Detective. Westerners need guns and hardware. All I need is will.
Freeze, Yoshi!
Ezo.
Whatever. Been keeping yourself busy?
I'll be out of lockup within the hour.
Your little skin job friend's gonna take up a collection to bail you out, or you got it saved up?
Maybe I got friends in high places.
Yeah, and if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. What are you doing here, Slim?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I've been tracking this boy for a week. He thinks he's pretty clever. He's a material witness in a case I'm working. In fact, your best buddy's a replicant, isn't he? The big guy with the dreadlocks. What's his name again?
Hallucinate often?
That's okay. You'll be giving him up to me soon enough. I can handle it from here, Slim. Why don't you go buy yourself a lollipop? Something else to suck on.
Very clever.
But I wasn't trying to be.
That's impossible. That's impossible. Hmm. Hmm. There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Izo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. Excuse me. I was fresh out of Leeds. Poking around Hawker's Circle had been a waste of time. I had nothing to connect this Izo character to the Eisendaler murder. But if the replicants had done in one Tyrell scientist, maybe they'd go after another. And the subcontractors down on DNA Row didn't have Tyrell security to protect them.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Hawker's Circle. China bar.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.